Beloved one, listen closely, because this message is not random and it is not late. Your soulmate is about to make a fearless move that will shock you, and it will happen sooner than you think. They have already decided. What stopped them before no longer has power, and what they are about to do will change the direction of your heart. I'm speaking to you now because the moment before impact always feels quiet. You may feel a strange calm mixed with restlessness. You may sense someone thinking about you at unusual hours. This is not imagination. This is preparation. Welcome, dear soul. We surround you now with clarity, courage, and truth. You are safe here. You are seen. And you are about to understand why everything unfolded the way it did. Your soulmate has been watching from a distance, even if silence convinced you otherwise. They have replayed conversations in their mind, not the easy ones, but the ones that exposed their fear. They know they hesitated when courage was required. They know you felt that hesitation. Here is what you don't see yet. A moment is approaching where fear will no longer protect them, only trap them. And when that realization lands, they will choose you over safety. This is not a gentle message. This is not a soft return. This is a bold action, one that disrupts routine, pride, and timing. It may come as a message you never expected. It may come as a sudden appearance. It may come as a confession they have practiced 1,000 times in silence. You will feel it in your body before your mind understands it. Your heart will race. Your breath will shift. And you will know instantly that something irreversible has just begun. Stay with me. Because later I will tell you why this move could not happen earlier, and what you must do in the first minutes after it happens. That part matters more than you realize. If this message is already touching something deep inside you, type "I receive" in the comments. Your voice anchors the energy of this moment. And beloved, this channel has been guiding you, protecting you, or bringing you peace. Subscribe now. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. Share this message with someone who feels lost in love but afraid to hope again. Support this channel through super thanks if you feel called. Your generosity keeps these messages flowing to the souls who need them most. Now listen carefully. Your soulmate has been fighting an internal battle you were never meant to fix. They had to confront their fear alone, or else the connection would have been built on dependency instead of truth. That delay was painful, but it was necessary. They are no longer asking, "What if it fails?" They are now asking, "What if I lose them forever?" That question changes everything. You may notice signs increasing around you. Repeating numbers. Songs that mirror your story. Dreams where you feel their presence without seeing their face. These are confirmations, not distractions. Do not chase. Do not test. Do not demand proof. Your calm is your signal. The shock you are about to experience is not chaos. It is alignment arriving suddenly. They will step forward imperfectly, but honestly. And you must decide whether you respond from old wounds or present strength. This is where many souls miss their miracle. They react instead of receive. When the moment comes, breathe. Let them speak. Let the truth land fully before you answer. I am guiding you now so you do not sabotage what you ask the universe for. If your heart feels tight right now, place your hand over it. That sensation is recognition. Comment below if this message feels like it's describing your situation exactly. Your shared experience helps others feel less alone. And once more, beloved, if you feel gratitude for this guidance, support the channel through super thanks. Every offering becomes a blessing returned. Remain open. Remain steady. The move is already in motion. And when it happens, you will understand why love waited for courage to catch up. They are closer than you think right now. Not emotionally, physically, energetically, spiritually closer. Distance has collapsed, even if geography hasn't yet. Your soulmate has crossed an internal point of no return. Once a soul reaches this point, silence becomes unbearable. They can no longer distract themselves. They can no longer pretend they chose peace over love. They are rehearsing words that feel dangerous to speak. Not because the words are wrong, but because they are true. Truth strips away control, and control is what fear feeds on. Here is something important you must understand. This fearless move is not impulsive. It is the result of many nights of restraint finally breaking. They have already imagined losing you. That pain taught them what hesitation costs. You may suddenly feel emotional for no clear reason. A wave of sadness mixed with hope. This is not regression. This is energetic synchronization, two hearts aligning before two mouths speak. Do not rush the universe by checking, stalking, or seeking signs from others. Your intuition already knows. Stillness is how you stay in alignment with what's coming. Their move will challenge the version of you that learned to survive without them. You built walls to protect your heart. Those walls did their job. Now they must become doors. What shocks you is not only what they do, but how sure they are when they do it. There will be no mixed signals, no ambiguity. No, I don't know. Fear does not speak. Clearly, courage does. You might question if it's real. You might wonder why now. That doubt is natural. But listen, timing is not about comfort. Timing is about readiness. Later, I will reveal what happens if you hesitate in this moment, and how to respond without giving your power away. That knowledge protects the connection from repeating old cycles. If this is resonating, comment, "I am ready" below. Your declaration strengthens your clarity. And if these messages are helping you navigate something delicate and sacred, subscribe now. This channel exists to guide you when emotions cloud your vision. Share this video with someone who feels love approaching but doesn't trust it yet. Support this channel through Woo Super. Super thanks if your heart feels full right now. Your support allows these messages to reach souls who feel forgotten. Your soulmate is shedding an old identity. The one that hid behind logic. The one that delayed for the perfect moment. That identity cannot follow them where love is taking them. You may sense resistance inside yourself too. That is the last echo of past disappointment. Do not shame it. Thank it for protecting you. Then let it rest. This connection does not return to hurt you. It returns to evolve you. When they step forward, they are not asking you to fix them. They are offering you truth. What you do with that truth shapes the next chapter. Stay present. Stay open. The shock is not betrayal. It is honesty arriving without warning. You are not being tested. You are being invited. The moment is forming even now, quietly, without drama. Your soulmate is aligning their outer actions with an inner decision that can no longer be delayed. They are done negotiating with fear. What you may not realize is how heavy this choice has been for them. Choosing you means choosing vulnerability. It means risking rejection, exposure, and the collapse of an image they worked hard to maintain. But love does not ask for image. Love asks for truth. You might notice your sleep shifting, waking at unusual hours, thinking of them without invitation. This is not longing. This is resonance. There is something they plan to say that they have never said out loud to anyone. Not because they lacked the words, but because they lacked the courage to let the words change their life. Once spoken, there is no return to who they were. When they move toward you, it will feel sudden, but it has been building for a long time. Pressure always builds in silence. Release always feels abrupt. Here is your guidance now. Do not shrink yourself to make their courage feel safer. Do not downplay your worth to ease their nerves. Your steadiness is what allows their bravery to hold. They are afraid you have moved on. Afraid they waited too long. Afraid the door is closed. This fear is what fuels their urgency. If they reach out unexpectedly, pause before responding, not to punish, but to ground yourself in truth instead of emotion. Your first response sets the tone of the new dynamic. Later, I will show you how to recognize whether this move is aligned with long-term union or simply emotional release. That distinction matters deeply. If you feel this message stirring your heart, comment, "I trust this unfolding." Your words affirm your readiness. Subscribe now if these messages bring clarity when your thoughts feel tangled. Share this video with someone who is sensing a return they didn't plan for. And if you feel supported here, offer super thanks to help this guidance reach more hearts in need. What you give returns multiplied. Your soulmate is not coming back the same person. They have lost illusions. They have confronted regret. They have learned that control is not safety. You may notice their tone is different. Softer, but firmer. Less defensive. More present. This is how you know the shift is real. Do not rush to define the future. Let the present reveal itself fully. Truth unfolds best when it is not interrogated. You are not meant to chase this connection. You are meant to receive it with discernment. Fear once separated you. Courage now reunites you. Remain open, but grounded. Love that arrives with bravery deserves space to stand. Something inside you is already changing, even before the moment arrives. This is important to notice. You are not the same person who waited, hoped, or questioned your worth. You have grown into stillness, and stillness is magnetic. Your soulmate feels this shift. It unsettles them, not because it repels them, but because it reminds them that you no longer need them to be whole. This is why their move must be fearless. Anything less would not reach you now. They are preparing to step into uncertainty without guarantees. That is the kind of courage love recognizes. Not loud, not dramatic, but irreversible. You may feel a moment of resistance when they appear. A voice that asks, "Why now?" Do not silence that voice. Listen to it calmly. It carries wisdom from past lessons, not bitterness. Here is the truth. Timing is not about fairness. It is about alignment. If they came earlier, one of you would have broken. Now, both of you can bend without shattering. When they speak, they will not ask you to forget the past. They will acknowledge it. Responsibility is part of their offering. This is how you know it is not manipulation. Watch their actions more than their words. Fear speaks beautifully. Courage shows up consistently. Later, I'll reveal the one boundary you must hold that protects this connection from collapsing into old patterns. That boundary is love, not distance. If this message is confirming what you already feel, comment, "I choose clarity." Your intention sharpens your discernment. Subscribe if these messages help you navigate love without losing yourself. Share this video with someone who is facing a return that feels both exciting and unsettling. And if your heart feels guided here, support this channel with super thanks. Your generosity keeps this light moving forward. You are not required to rush forgiveness. You are not required to promise anything. Presence is enough for now. Let them meet you where you stand today, not where you once were. The shock you experience will not be chaos. It will be recognition. Two souls realizing they have finally arrived at the same moment in time. Trust your body's response. Peace, even with intensity, is the sign. This connection is no longer fragile. It is forged. The air around this connection is different now. It no longer carries longing alone. It carries readiness. Your soulmate has accepted a truth that once terrified them. That loving you means being seen completely. No hiding, no escape routes. And they have decided that being known is worth the risk. You may notice them moving faster than you expected. Not recklessly, but decisively. This speed comes from clarity, not desperation. When fear releases its grip, momentum follows. Inside you, there may be a quiet test arising. A question of whether you can trust what feels good without bracing for pain. This is the final healing layer. Let yourself feel joy without immediately scanning for danger. Here is what the angels want you to remember. You are not responsible for managing their courage. You are responsible for honoring your truth. If something feels off, name it gently. If something feels right, allow it without guilt. They are not coming to reclaim the past. They are coming to build something new from awareness. That difference is everything. Later, I will reveal the sign that confirms this connection is moving toward lasting union rather than another lesson. When you see it, you will not need reassurance from anyone else. If this message is helping you soften instead of armor. Comment, I allow love. Your permission matters. Subscribe now if you want continued guidance that keeps you grounded while love unfolds. Share this video with someone who is learning to trust again. And if you feel nourished by this message, support the channel through super thanks. Your offering becomes a bridge for others seeking clarity. Your soulmate may speak of fear openly. This is not weakness. This is integration. A person who admits fear is no longer ruled by it. Notice how you feel after interacting with them. Not excited only, but calm. Calm is the language of safety. Do not rush to label the connection. Let consistency speak first. Time reveals truth when you do not interfere. You are not waiting anymore. You are witnessing alignment arrive. Hold your center. Let love meet you there. The energy has shifted now, and you can feel it settling instead of pulling. That is how you know this is real. Love that arrives to stay does not rush your spirit. It steadies it. Your soulmate is no longer asking themselves if they are ready. They are asking how to show up without retreating when things feel deep. This is the difference between desire and devotion. You may notice moments of silence between you that feel peaceful instead of awkward. Do not fill them. Silence is where trust starts to breathe. There is one last fear rising in them now. Not fear of rejection. Fear of responsibility. Because choosing you means choosing growth every day. And yet, they are choosing it anyway. If at any point you feel tempted to test them, pause. Testing creates distance where patience creates safety. Let them reveal themselves through consistency. Your role is not to convince yourself this will last. Your role is to remain present enough to notice when it does. Soon, you will see effort without being asked. Check-ins without suspicion. Plans that include you naturally, not conditionally. These are quiet signs, but they are powerful. If your heart feels calm as you hear this, that is confirmation. Anxiety chases. Alignment stays. If this message has been walking with you through uncertainty, comment, I choose peace with love. Your words ground what is forming. Subscribe now so you remain supported as this connection unfolds layer by layer. Share this message with someone who needs reassurance without illusion. And if you feel gratitude for this guidance, support the channel through super thanks. Your generosity keeps these messages alive and flowing. You are no longer preparing for love. You are meeting it. And this time, it meets you where you stand.